You're grabbing space in the center, dog. Bishop's ready to go. They protected the e4 square with the knight. Yo, you're controlling d5, knight's ready to go. Black opens up a line for the dark squared bishop and prepares to castle quickly. While preparing, you're developing the knight and increasing influence in the center, dog. This takes space in the center and threatens a white pawn. Get that bishop off the starting square. Bruh, your knight is pinned to the king. Yes, that fork is putting pressure on them. They blocked the check from your queen, bruh. You defended your pawn. Nice move. Their bishop is in the game now. Let's go. Bruh, not the best move, but it's okay. Their better move was to break the pin. Even trade, nothing wrong with that. That pawn capture makes it harder for you to challenge the center. Developing that knight and eyeing the center. Their pawn is kicking your bishop out. Gotta move it, dog. You found a safer square for your bishop. That's good stuff. Their rooks are connected. They can see each other now. Kingside castling's coming up. Development's looking clean. Their better move was to attack the bishop with a pawn. You are threatening to force weakening the pawn structure around the king. They kick your bishop with the pawn. It's got to move now. You had to get out of danger. That's it. You get a chance to attack the bishop with a pawn. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. Good stuff. They got their bishop out of harm's way. You unpinned your pawn. Now it can defend. Nice play. They slipped up a bit. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best. You recaptured. Good stuff. Bruh, they attacked your pinned piece and it can't escape. Castling on the same side can be solid. Good job. They are threatening to force doubling of castle pawns. Bringing in another attacker. Now the threat on that bishop is real. Your opponent protected that bishop. Solid defense, dog. You offered a trade. Let's see what they do. That is playable. You recaptured. Good stuff. They're defending that hanging knight. Gotta do it. Bringing in another attacker. Now the threat on that straight recapture from them. Taking that bishop wins material for you after the trades. That's it. Just recapturing. You recaptured. Clear recapture, dog. I like their choice. That pawn was free, young Jedi. They're cooking with that move. You recaptured that piece. Logical. Their passed pawns defended. Good stuff. Excellent choice. Their rook challenges yours for the open file. Good awareness keeps that rook alive. Nice. They offer a fair trade. What do you think? You traded pieces of equal value. Good job. Just recapturing. Your piece is moving and grooving on that active square. Your opponent's driving off the key defender to win your pawn now. That's it. Good awareness keeps that knight alive. Nice. They followed through with the tactic and took your piece, bruh. Nice. That's the way to play it. They played a Jedi move right there. You have to use your king in the endgame. It's a fighting piece. They're cooking. Solid move from them. Nice. I would have played that too. The rook stepped in to defend their passed pawn. You blockaded the square. Their passed pawn is stuck, bruh. They found one of the top choices in this spot. You moved your king out of check. Good move. Their passed pawns defended. Good stuff. That pawn was free, young Jedi. I like their choice. Yes, solid move right there. The rook stepped in to defend their passed pawn. You're turning up the heat. Another attacker on that pawn. They're cooking with the strongest move available. You moved the knight right on out of there. Their passed pawns defended. Good stuff. Bringing in another attacker. Now the threat on that pawn is real. Clean move from them. You won that pawn for free. Your opponent pins your knight, applying the pressure. Pure excellence. They're cooking with that move. Excellent move. They played a Jedi move right there. Fair trade, young Jedi. Keep it moving. Just recapturing. Push that passed pawn. Their king's moving out of the check from your pawn. Nice. That's the way to play it. They're right on target. Good awareness keeps that pawn alive. Nice. They're cooking. Solid move from them. You got out of that pin and defended. Nice play, fam. That's a fair trade, young Jedi. You took back that piece. Textbook recapture. They prevented you from being able to push a passed pawn. Nice. I would have played that too. They found one of the top choices in this spot. That passed pawn is marching towards promotion. Their king's moving out of the check from your pawn. You got a free pawn, we take those. They handled your passed pawn cleanly. Good stuff. You snagged that free pawn. Nice one. I like their choice. That pawn is getting closer to queening. They're cooking with that move. Yes, excellent move right there. They played a Jedi move right there. You push that passed pawn one step closer to promote. They're cooking. Solid move from them. That passed pawn is marching to the finish line. They found one of the top choices in this spot. That knight needed a safer square. Nice. I like their choice. You got out of trouble there. Nice. They're cooking with that move. You moved the knight right on out of there. Their king's moving out of the check from your knight. You defended your knight. Nice move. They played a Jedi move right there. Yes, solid move right there. They're cooking with the strongest move available. That's the move. Good stuff. They're cooking. Solid move from them. One step closer to promoting that passed pawn. They found one of the top choices in this spot. You promoted to a queen. Nice one. You get a chance to force eventual checkmate. You got a forced checkmate, just find it. Their king's moving out of the check from your knight. You're still going for the mate. Keep the pressure up. They move their king out of check from your queen. It happens. You're still going for checkmate. Crank up the pressure. They move their king out of check from your queen. Finish him. You're on the way to checkmate. Forced. One legal move from them. You're on the road to checkmate. Keep it up. Clean move from them. You're one step closer to checkmate. Keep the pressure. They're right on target. You're still on the road to checkmate. They're cooking with the strongest move available. You're still on the path to checkmate. Keep the pressure up. They move their king out of check from your queen. It happens. You're getting closer to checkmate. Keep the pressure up. Their king's moving out of the check from your queen. Checkmate is getting closer. Keep the pressure on. Clean move from them. Always feels nice to win. Big win right there.